Hi everybody, this is Joe Hitt. I am the CEO of GoX Studio, and let me introduce you to our latest product, GoX Ergo. So the GoX Ergo has multiple sensors that are connected via an Android app, back to the cloud, and it is all intended for worker wellness. So let me go through each piece and how it's connected. First is the GoX center pod. This center pod has sensors on board that measures good lifts, bad lifts, steps, and steps per minute or cadence. These GoX insole pod and insoles measure left foot, right foot balance, heel and toe balance. This is a third-party heart rate monitor that we use. It obviously measures, it's a wrist-worn heart rate monitor. All of these devices have Bluetooth on board, and it is connected to an Android phone. And the data goes from the Android phone wirelessly into the cloud to GoX Tracker. All of our kits come in cases similar to these. This case. All right, well, let's get started. We're gonna get the kit on Taylor, one of our engineers here, and one of our other engineers, software engineer, Rangel, is gonna go ahead and describe exactly how the system works. Go ahead, Rangel.
Alright, so we're just going to do a basic test with the center pod and the heart rate monitor. So I have our standard Samsung S5, and I'm going to open up the app. So first thing we're going to do is turn these devices on. That's pretty easy to do. We have a switch on the center pod, and then you just hold down the button to turn on our heart rate monitor. From there, we will connect our devices. First we'll connect our heart rate monitor and then the center pod itself. Now that we're all connected, we're going to put on the devices. Now before we begin the run, basically you get to pick any type of test conditions you have. In this case, we don't have any right now, but then you go ahead and type in, whatever profiles you want. So let's say our age is 25. All right, and then when we begin, it'll take about 15 to 20 seconds for all the sensors to calibrate. From there on, everything will be pretty accurate. So already we've got our heart rate, 73 beats per minute. Our VO2 is calculating through these measurements here. That is max milliliters over kilograms a minute. And then we have running averages as well. So let's demonstrate the center pod. Go ahead and take a few steps forward and take a couple steps back. And then go ahead and do a couple lifts, a couple good lifts. All right, then do a couple bad lifts. All right, from there, let's go ahead and wrap up that run. We'll be able to do any type of effort. How much effort would you say that was? Pretty light?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go ahead and move it to pretty light. Overlook the run, and then we will save it. And that's about it. All right, so now that we've just done a quick run, we're going to go ahead and go to our GoX Tracker website, and this will give us a brief overview of all of our data. So this is the run we just did. So you can see the average heart rate was 82. We did 3 good lifts, 4 bad lifts, and a step count of 7. We didn't have enough data to really graph it, but we would have graphs where you would have heart rate, VO2, efficiency, average risk. And from there, you can also look at different stats. So you can see average heart rate, average VO2, average risk of all your different users. You can organize your organizations however you want. So you could view data more in a group section, as well as just any users you have, and manage your account.
What are these green, amber, red dots here?
So these green, amber, red dots are what we are calling our risk calculator. So if you're in the red, that means you're at a high risk for some metric, and that's more easily viewable in the data itself. So here you can see that in this particular run, we had a high heart rate risk, and so this gave us a yellow amber. So it wasn't necessarily a bad risk, but it was something to watch out for. So that demonstration was for our full Ergo kit. We're also in development of an Ergo Lite kit, and that'll utilize mainly a Android smartwatch. So we have a simple demo that is somewhat what it could look like. We're still in heavy development. Basically though, the watch has a step counter, heart rate monitor. It can connect to Wi-Fi, so it can give you location. So it can know automatically what your temperature and location is to help with our VO2 calculations. And then it also has Bluetooth connectivity, so we can connect different devices to it, such as our center pods. And that will be a much cheaper and much lighter version of our full Ergo kit.